Hello? Oh, hello. You locked me out. You put me in that bloody cupboard. You said, any
Hi,
shame, Mum.
everybody.
Oh, no. This smacks of locking Willow in the shed. Except, no, let's lock Mummy in the cupboard. What a start. Actual torture of a parent.
um,
What? Would it be better if you spoke in French?
I have no idea if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
You
So if I
can,
can hear you, yes, the rest of the world can hear you.
right? Because, Mum, what I did at the beginning, okay, was what I've done each week, and that was I began the show, but you just settled in to have a chat with me, and I didn't have time to say, Mum, sorry to interrupt you, but this is when we start the show, as you just you settled into yourself and you went, oh, and then because what we do on the hour, Mum,
Well,
is we start the show.
really?
Yes. So hello everybody,
You know,
and well
that's amazing.
and welcome to the Lucy Show. I am Lucy Orchard. I am a truck driver and a stand-up comedian. And this is my mother, producer Chris, who is mum's in the UK and I am in France. So if my signal is not very good, as British people, we can all rejoice and say, blame the French.
I've said it all along.
You got it. You just have to look that way.
I know. I'm looking the wrong way, but it's like magic. I look through the door at the hair and I'm talking to you.
We've got my comedy wife, my trouble at heart, Lizzie Lenko. Best start ever. Noel's
Hi,
put hi
Lizzie.
mum, hi. Noel's put hi mum, hi Ray, hi Lucy, hi to mum's sidekick, and welcome to the Christine Show.
Excellent, Noel. Good boy.
Yep. Then we've got Lizzie. Is your mum really in a cupboard? Can you imagine if I could keep her in a fucking cupboard?
I might have been. Who knows?
And then we've got morning all from up the link road, Ed Smith, and Edward is he is hopefully mowing the lawn. Hang on 1 second. I'm trying to. No, okay, I can't do it. He's doing some grass cutting, and he's now here. So he might be. I imagine you'd have to play this very very loud to hear. Sorry, to hear this over the lawnmower.
Yeah, he could be midstream.
Yes, he could be. Sorry, there's people walking out there and they're catching my eye in the corner. Je suis un halibut. I've just realised what the people moving is. It's my reflection when I move like that.
Oh, you're so quick.
I'm hyper vigilant. Jay-Z and halibut. But you've got soul, baby girl. So yes. I'm in France. It is very, very warm. Well, let's start the show. Let's start the show with the modicum of arrangements. There we go. So yes, I am in France, and it's very, very warm. And I wanted to clock off today. Just clock off. Just stop. But I couldn't because I wasn't even halfway through my day. And apparently, in order to receive money for wages, you've got to do all the work,
Not half of it.
not half of it.
It's a damn shame.
I know. I felt like just sort of maybe sending a text saying "Sozza," did my best, boss, and then maybe like a cat emoji and like a love face.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a little emoji I use all the time. There's this. I can't tell if it's Egyptian or or shrugging. But yeah, so I've got lots to do today, and I did it all, and then I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. But for the update, I just wanted to tell you that I caught a ferry this week, and it was my favourite one because the food was the nicest. And I had roast pork, and then I sat down. And once you've sat down, you sort of, your turn is over. You can't go back. It's a one-shot deal. There was no gravy on my roast.
I'm sorry, but that calls for immediate intervention.
Well, I'm going to have to start taking the emergency Bisto upstairs with me. I've learned. But I didn't know what to do. I've never had a dry roast before. Couldn't see any condiments either. And I realised after I'd finished the soup, I could have poured soup over it.
Was it that type of soup?
It was a cream of vegetable soup. And at this point, I would have taken anything.
Yeah, it would be like a cream sauce.
It was very dry. Like
very, very dry.
Very dry. I finished cutting grass with my 30-year-old tractor, and my 5'6" mower was a very heavy shear, 4 acres. Wow. Have you thought of getting the scouts in for Bob a Job Week? They'll do it for you. And oh God, you're testing me French now, and I'm in France. Say, je ne veux pas aller au travail. You don't want to go to work. Is that it? Did I get it right? I think so. My gran poured soup on everything, even once on a rice pudding. Right, that feels very confessional. What soup was it?
Was she trying to make risotto?
Top of the class. I managed to work out what it was. I don't want to go to work. And you know how like the Eskimos have got 70 words for snow? The French have got 35 different words for I don't want to go to work as well. Local gag, British gag, keeping the relationships up going across the water. So with that, I was in Europe. I was in a truck stop over the weekend. And what you do on the weekend is once the sun's gone down, you clean your truck, not the outside, because that's what you go to truck washes for. But you clean the back out and you start just rearranging your cab and making it all nice and neat and stuff. And I've got these little nice floor mats, so my feet are on carpet. And I had been stared at a lot by the fact that I was the only. I think I might have seen 2 other women in there, but unfortunately they're always girlfriends or wives of a truck driver. So yeah, you only ever see them really sort of looking miserable or washing up because they get to go to work with their partners and still go to work. And so I was I was beating me rug out. Hiya, Max.
Hi, Max.
I beat me rug out, and next thing I know, this very, very drunk truck driver comes over to me, but sort of plods like Sad Sack from the Raggy Dolls. And he starts talking at me, and I don't know. I just don't even know which language it was. It was definitely Balkan in some way. And he just sort of does these things and imitates hitting a rug. And I sort of took him to. I had the rugs on the just airing, and I just handed them to him. He just walked off with them, and then I saw him using his air gun to clean the rug, which I thought was really nice of him, even though there was no translate. We were both lost in translation. That was very nice of him. And then his friend came over to try and crack on to me and to try and force me into having a drink. And I'm going, no, I can't have a drink. Sorry, it's Sunday. And then the guy who came and took my rugs away came and took his mate away. So it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It was a lovely weekend. So no annoyance, but my rugs are clean. And the one that was trying to crack on to me, he had very little English, but his one chat-up line that he managed to do was, should women be driving? So I showed him a picture of my biggest truck I've ever driven, and told him to fuck off.
Yeah. Is that universal?
I think so. I think that the British went and went to every single nation, as you can imagine, and they all learn how to say fuck off in British.
I've noticed that when I'm watching foreign films, they all say the word.
Lizzie has put, every time I went to Marseille, it was on strike. Or maybe it was you that was causing it. Have you ever thought about that, Lizzie? Lizzie, yawn and thumbs up. I think, is that the chat up line? I hope you're yawning at that. Then some of you may have seen on my Facebook that I posted what I've been advertised this week. Yeah, that is yawning at men. I think so. And then yes, I get quite strange adverts on Facebook. It was a necklace of a flaccid penis, and when you pull the back of the necklace, it goes erect. And I don't understand why Facebook would think that is something that I would adorn around my body.
I can't think that anybody would wear something like that. Maybe a man.
Because what I also received was a lot of adverts for erotic fiction, but it's for werewolves, and a lot of it is non-consensual sex.
Wow.
So I reported one for being highly offensive and something I don't want to see on my Facebook. And the next day, I had 14 of them advertised.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So,
and this is
rather than dissuading them, it was an open invitation. But then again, werewolf, vampire, you open the door, you let them in.
Yeah, and the thing is, someone's beeped their horn, not me. So then what I don't get is I got banned on Facebook for having a very heightened European, a heightened opinion of the 2021 Eurovision Song Contest by the Ukraine. And I've also been banned on Facebook for how much I hate baked beans. And yet this stuff is perfectly acceptable to do.
Oh, but could that be that they know that you're the sort of person that's going to be banned anyway? So give her the rubbish.
Very important. Lizzie has put, please do not confuse. I added the please. Do not confuse werewolves with vampires. Thank you. Yes, yes, absolutely. This is werewolf shit. Oh, don't start a goth war, mum, because you won't be able to finish it. Because werewolves are, according to Lizzie, stinky dogs.
Yeah.
But then I finally got a prepaid ad that I was like, no willies, no werewolves, brilliant. And it was for a prepaid cremation plan.
Wow. Essential. Now that's forward thinking.
I'm like, what are you, 41? Thanks for no werewolf sex, but I don't want to plan my cremation just yet, thanks.
No, you want to do that when you're a bit older.
Yeah, I'll leave it to someone else to do it. I won't care by that point. I mean, ultimately, be down to my brother. So what about yourself, my love? What has happened in the Christine update?
Well, not a great deal, really. I was overcharged for buying some little fencing, which I caused a hold up because there was nobody there to authorize the refund. But hey, shit happens. I didn't care. I was waiting there for my money. They hadn't
Yeah.
paid yet. I'd already overpaid. Um, I've just been, of course, it's molting season for the cats because it's turned warmer. So, so that I don't have to imagine that I'm living with 10 cats, I groom them every day, which is fun because, everyone's a winner. There's more hair flies off, but, I don't want to choke to death at night covered in hair, cat's hair. So it's got to be done. But, it's fun. But the other thing, which I don't know whether you're going to talk about, well, nah, there's no point talking about it on the TV because it was TV, but it's a really special event, was I had, it was my weekend off last weekend. So
Yep.
I indulged in sofa sitting for 2 days. I didn't move. Well, I had to pause it from time to time just to feed the cats when they came and complained. But I had what can only be called a right royal weekend. I enjoyed every second of it. Did you watch any of it, darling?
It was all on catch up. I didn't catch. Well, I catched a little bit of trooping of the colour. Hi to Stupid Flanders. I'm gonna just say hello there. Sorry, 1 second. They just popped up and they're just 2 little wavy emojis. So hi, Stupid Flanders. Yes, I managed to watch a little bit of the Troopers in Colour live. I saw the Hidden Queen. I started the Crown Jewels, but I've still got to watch. I've watched the Flyover. I absolutely adored that. Lancaster stole the show, absolutely. And also, when she came out on the balcony, she had the same walking stick that Grandad had. So I was I whooped at a walking stick at that moment in time. Then I saw the concert. The concert I thoroughly enjoyed, and I wasn't emotionally prepared enough for the Paddington sketch, and I cried a little.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I cried. I didn't know what was going to be. Oh, Stupid Flanders, of course it is. Sorry, that's my friend Cam. Cam jumping in. Haha, popping in for a bit. Choo choo. He's from Canada. Yep.
But to have the Queen tapping her spoon to introduce Queen was quite,
Yeah. I didn't think I'd enjoy it, but I actually even enjoyed the West End musical bit. I do like West End musicals. I do. But sometimes when they put them in shows where you get a song or two, I don't.
No, because
you don't get the context, or they always pick the wrong song, or there's one that you've never heard of. I mean, didn't really understand the Wives of Henry bit. I thought their outfits were maybe a bit too revealing for something that's meant to be doing this. But other than that, it was really good. And I've still got some of the pageant to watch because it was very long.
Drones?
I did watch the drones. I thought the drones were marvelous.
Yeah. So yeah, almost as good as watching fireworks.
Oh, I know. Really? It's I don't know how. Does it get dark towards the end of the pageant, or is it just all in daylight?
No. Oh no, the pageant was daylight.
All in daylight.
Ended at 5 o'clock.
Well, there's with the one with the one float, it's from Bridgewater, which is just up the road, which technically is part of our village update, because the Bridgewater Carnival, we have mentioned it before on this show, because we believe that there should be a documentary made on the mafia type antics that occurs when it comes to the carnival committee. I know that Lizzie's worked in Bridgewater as well, and yes, it's not a bit of fun. It is not a bit of fun. It is very serious.
But they always do it on Guy Fawkes night.
Yep, which is your birthday.
Exactly.
Oh, we've got hello as well. Hi, you two, from David Wall. I don't know which part of Europe he is in.
Right.
And then, of course, we've got Bonjour, Madame. So I was Max. He's moved over onto this platform. Lost me pen already. Which brings us on to, yes, Bridgewater were part of the Jubilee pageantry, which takes us on to the village update. And I didn't get a screenshot in time, but I think somebody would be very pleased to know that in a town, sorry, worse death threats than comedy in Bridgewater. Oh, November the 5th. Sorry, Cam, it's Guy Fawkes night. It's where we celebrate the arrest of the guy who tried to blow up Parliament.
And his name was Guy Fawkes.
Yes, Guy Fawkes night. So, because that's it. It's not. It's set up to be cheering the fact that he was arrested and he didn't triumph, didn't he? Isn't it?
Yes, he was supposed to be blowing it up with gunpowder. If he Googles it, you know, unfortunately, it won't say Christine's birthday, but it will tell you the rest.
Not yet, it doesn't.
No.
Lizzie put worst death threats than comedy in Bridgewater. Noel's put they've been to see your show, is it? And Lizzie, speaking on behalf of a friend, Guy Fawkes was innocent.
I know.
I'd love to see that televised trial. Yes, with the village update, in the village, the village is over the border. So one of our nearest places was over the border. They've got a roaming curious chicken.
Wow.
But it started and ended quite quickly because the rooster was claimed quite quickly. He'd gone for a walk, and his mum went and got him. But I would like to think that was a beautiful honorary escape by a chicken in the name of Ray's name.
Yes.
Then Mum, you were aware of this? We had a scare in the town because there was a cat trapped in the public toilets that are no longer used.
Yes.
So sadly, they did try to get somebody from the council to do it, who said he was going to look into it. Never did. Lot
I
turning
hope they
and
take
throwing.
matters into their own hands.
Well, the cat was retrieved from the toilet block
By one way or another.
And then they retrieved it when it got back in there within a couple of hours.
It hasn't had kittens in there, has it?
No, they checked. Oh. The cat was just being an absolute cat. Excellent cat in there. Loads of people in turmoil and stress and worry for this cat. So the cat was rescued. Cat went back. So what they've done now is they've definitely assured that all the windows are shut.
Have they checked if the cat's got a key?
See, no. He or she claims not to have, but how do we know? They could also have an accomplice.
Yes.
We had a bit of, it's all been a bit weird on the village forums. And some of them, I'm going to raise them. They've not been the happiest. A person was attacked by a dog on the canal. And it went a lot of to and fro in about, dogs on leads and, whatever happens, your dog should be on a lead when it comes to walking on the canal. And then right in the middle of it, you've got people talking, my dogs aren't, and people who weren't involved in this incident have gone on there to go, well, my dog's innocent. Because there's nothing better than a canal fight where you drag yourself in and get involved. And then right nestled in the middle was a guy going, cyclists should be banned. Mwah. Beautiful timing.
Oh, is that dogs on bicycles?
I just thought, he's read the whole script and thought, I know what I can put here. Ban all the cyclists. Now, I tried to look this up to see whether or not I could get an answer, but a couple of days ago, there was quite a violent scene. I'm not going to go into what it was, but it was definitely upsetting to a lot of members of one of these villages where there was violence. And what got me was a lot of people didn't know whether or not it was an attack of something going on or whether somebody was filming a movie. Now, it got to about 40 comments. Every fifth or sixth comment, somebody would go, well, I hope you rang the police. And the person said, yes, I did. But still unsure. Now, one person did say, well, did you see any cameras? And the answer was no. But then they also rang the police and they didn't see any police either. So
the police weren't making a film. Or the police might have been making a film, but somewhere else.
Police brutality, tips, trips, and how to. An idiot's guide to. But yes, I just thought that was brilliant. And also, somebody then put, well, you'd have to have some sort of a filming permit to do the movie. And then apparently Arnold Schwarzenegger did some scenes in a small town for Terminator because they didn't have the permits. And I thought, is this the information we need in this forum right now on whether or not somebody is being actually beaten up at this moment in time? Oh, I got a brilliant movie fact that'll go in here. Ban all cyclists. Now, oh, hang on, we got from Canada. We've also got to do a shout out to the recently renamed Tuesday, the Return of God group chat. Oh my God, is Al back? Brilliant. Big shout out to the poddies. Yeah, my amazing little poddy family. So do you know what season it is, Mum?
Season?
Mm-hmm.
As in TV season, or because
Nope.
it's not the summer yet, we're still in spring.
No, got something else. I would accept hay fever season. What else is it? Something else is in season. One of my favorite things on the forums.
What, cats?
Bonfire season. Yes.
Oh, right. In Spain.
No, in the villages.
Well, I thought bonfire season was in November. Yes, I know.
Nope.
I know.
We've got people who are having bonfires, and everyone knows that Sheila from number 63 has got asthma.
Oh,
everyone knows
asthma.
the Joneses have just put their laundry out. It's everybody's got respiratory problems. It's very selfish. Oh, it's brilliant. It's one of my favorite things to see on a Facebook forum. Someone and do you know how it started? Now this is prime rib posting, passive aggressive posting. What is the strong smell of smoke coming from the end of the village? I mean, the
Someone's
answer
left
should.
their cottage pie in the oven.
Well, I mean, maybe it's you could put. I've rung the fire brigade. I smelt fire. The fact is, if you can smell smoke, it's probably a fire. So what is the strong smell? It's probably a bonfire, isn't it? And then you got a lot of people going, "It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me." And yet there was no banal cyclists. And then you know how I like to find us things to do, but we probably won't do. Now it is a talk on the historic, the haunted history of bygone brothels.
Wow, sounds
Now,
riveting.
I now see it had me with the name, but then this is the bit that's really upsetting. It means we'll never do it. It's a walking tour.
Oh God, no.
No. No. Sit down with projectors.
Yes, fine. Sign me
Walking
up, get me a
tours.
ticket.
Walking tours. No. But thank you. Apparently, they don't hold back on the details.
Wow.
Oh.
And what details would those be?
Then
Haunting.
A garage posted some CCTV of somebody that filled up and drove off.
Did they get the number plate?
They'd taken it off.
What? They taken the number plate off?
I think if a car turns up with no number plate, you don't press yes on the pump.
No.
So they said, do you know this person, fuel theft? And somebody put, well, with the prices you've been charging us, it's nice to see you get robbed back. And then apparently when these people took over the petrol station, they fired the girl that lived above it, who used to work pretty much every day. And she got evicted from her flat because she lost her job. So they went, glad you got robbed. And then the girl that was tagged as being the one who used to work there and got evicted, very calmly just came in, named the guy, and said what road he lived on. Showed that she was a bigger person.
Yes. And shows how good a worker she was. She knew the person.
Yeah. I lost probably 15 minutes. Now I don't want to go into it too much, but there's a young girl in a village who is fighting everybody. And it reminded me a little bit of some of the students I had, because they're going on and posting on the forums that this girl has just attacked my son or daughter and filmed it. So the mother has gone on and said, my daughter didn't attack you. Because obviously she's a little princess, a little angel. If anything, she's misunderstood. Yeah. And then that she said, no, she only chased your daughter, and I know that's not right, and I have punished it for her. And she replied back with, well, how did she get the black eye then? And then I fell down a rabbit hole, because you can click on these profiles, these people that have been tagged. All of their profiles are public. And the dad's got involved, and he said that he's looked on this girl's phone and she's got 20 videos of her punching kids, which according to the mum never happened. But yeah, I was meant to be doing something else, and I completely just clicking. Honestly, it was it's like, wow. And people think I air my dirty laundry.
But they're everywhere, aren't they?
Yes. And I do believe that this counts as the village update, because Ed said it dared me not, I wouldn't mention it. But Ed that watches is a farmer, and he likes to listen to us when he milks the cows.
Oh, lovely. That's brilliant.
Can't get more of a village update than that. And then I will end it with my favourite post of the fortnight. Just saw a cow heading to the link road, to the road, on the road before the turning to Bickham. And somebody replied, how fast was it moving? And somebody put less than 40 miles an hour. Moving.
Eh?
And somebody, and so, yeah, moving. And then somebody replied, well, hopefully less than 40 miles an hour. Hey, look at that. Ed's there. He's done his milking. He's done his mowing. I said I'd give you a shout out. But yes, so that is the village update. I don't suppose you've heard of any gossip being actually, in the village?
Not that I know of as yet, but I am going to the village on Friday and I'll see what I can glean.
Brilliant. And if there's no village, just start a little fire in the public library. That'll
yeah. I can imagine the headlines. Councillor sets fire to library. Great.
Hey, we always said we were going to make you famous.
Yeah. For the right things, please.
Oh yeah, for the right things. Now this is going to be a bit of a weird one. Hang on. Comments. Oh, for goodness sake. Someone had the hoof then. Yeah, he was off with, he'd run away because he had some beef. There we go. I'll try not to milk that joke too much. Now, for birthday section, okay, strap in. We've got Nick the Mick from Stage Truck. We've got Tom Stevens from USUC. We've got the amazing, fabulous comedian Maxine Wade. We've got Martin, who is the fiance of Amanda, so I'll be bridesmaid at their wedding for the next decade, the way things are going. From the festivals, Hamish Skirmer. From the festivals, Sarah Shepherd. From the American comedy scene, Laura Hugg. The other queen of my life, Trish Sullivan. Lizzie Lenko's mum's birthday. We've got M5 Night Trunker, Rob Bate. My love in where's he moved to now? He's in Arizona. Spider Jones's birthday. From the festivals, Adam O'Brien. From the festivals, Alice Skipper. Teacher and good friend Nefa Nessa. Comedian Simon Emmanuel, and Doctor of Clowning Maggie Irvine. All of you have had birthdays in the last fortnight, but what I want you to all think about is that if your birthday was today, that means your mum had sex on September the 14th.
Wow.
You wouldn't think September would be that. I mean, that's a full page. It's a full page of names there.
It is. You did well to read them out.
Thank you very much. I've been screenshotting them as I've seen them come up over the last fortnight. Going through pictures. They're going through my phone. Picture of a truck. Picture of a cat. Picture of a route. Picture of my job details. Birthday. Cat birthday. Route birthday. And Lizzie's gran. But that one was in capital. So happy birthday to the Lenko ladies. Yes, so TV and radio. Now with TV and radio, Ian put is it your birthday, Lucy F. Orchard? No, it's my birthday was in May. He put woo, evening all. Nothing else happens in September. Which is true really. There's no festivals, there's no bank holidays. Weather starts to drop off a bit.
I had a baby in September.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the one good thing about this list. All these people in this list are definitely not Virgos. Oh, from New Zealand. What else to do when it's cold? I mean, it's not, yeah, it's the weather.
Fire.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I don't connect things. So yes, by saying, sorry, Lizzie. Yes, your grandmother had sex in September. Sorry. But everybody was at it. Hi, Lou from Cam. November the 14th is the worst thought for a birthday. 9 months prior is Valentine's Day. Oh, well, that's the life cycle, isn't it?
Wow.
Yes. So for TV and radio, I am listening to For the Murder Mystery to Get Me to Sleep. I'm on the BBC Sounds app. Cards on the Table, which is a Hercule Poirot murder mystery by Agatha Christie, which is the first book that Ariadne was mentioned as well. So I quite like. I played by Stephanie Cole as well. It's a very good listen. I do love Stephanie Cole. Anything with Stephanie Cole. And then with Jason PJ, I have now caught up with where I'd caught up to. So I've jumped COVID. So they've just gone lockdown in Perth, but they're opening up in Melbourne. So that's where I am with that. So it's quite nice hearing. I went from literally hearing the beginning of the outbreak, a couple of weeks, to it's all sort of sorted. Made it for the last 20 minutes, lovely ladies. Thank you very much, Lou. And good morning, my love. I know it's very early for you. And then for TV, all I've been up to is Charmed. I'm trying the Lincoln Lawyer to see whether or not we'd like it for us. I think we will. I think, how much can you care about a man with problems like that? So I won't spoil it for you, but he became addicted to painkillers, became an arsehole, lost his wife, but now he's back on the straight and narrow, and his friend dies and leaves him his law office company, firm, and he walks into a big case. So I'm a bit, I don't know. Yeah. You know, good for the recovery, but I think you and I have had enough trouble with men with addictions. Don't have to waste my free time on them as well, do we? Oh. And then what I watched on the weekend, I thought, now this is the time. It jumped up, it came up on my Netflix, and I thought, this is what I'm going to watch. It's the amazing Cher and Christina Aguilera Burlesque.
Wow.
It is as great and as awful as I remember, and I savoured every second.
I was going to say, because we watched that years ago.
Years ago. Cher still did all her own singing.
Oh, that's what made me laugh. Someone had written in the in one of the papers that in reality our Tom should have been there at the party at the palace.
Yeah, Tom Jones, for anyone who's watching.
Yeah, because he can belt out a song.
Oh.
And leave the others to retire.
Definite mixed reviews on Rod there. I managed to fast forward it, so it didn't matter. I didn't actually see his performance. And I didn't watch Elton either. I didn't feel the need. And I didn't feel the need for Diana either.
No.
And I'm really over Nile Rodgers sitting on a sofa looking like he's not listening whilst just going, yeah, man. And that's all he does, is he just nods. I don't know, could somebody animate him more? I don't know.
No. So what else have you watched then?
And that was it. That's been it.
Right. So
what about you?
Well, I can't remember if I'd finished it before or not, but I finished Engrenage, or as we like to call it, Spiral.
Spiral. You finished the Spiral now, Chris.
Yeah. And then I watched Those Who Kill, which I have to say was okay, because, you know, it's Nordic.
Yeah.
But the policewoman was oh my God, she was almost suffocated in the first episode, and then
Right.
she was shot, and then she was nearly raped in a prison, and then, oh my God, she was the most accident-prone policewoman. I wouldn't have put her in charge of anything, because wherever she went, she got hit. So
This happened with Jack Bauer's daughter in 24, didn't it?
well, whatever, with this one. So I watched that. Then I read a good review about a program called Twin. The actor's supposed to be very good, he plays two parts. Oh, I didn't even mind leaving the room and letting it play, because I didn't care about the subtitles. And when I spoke to my sister about it, she said it was really heavy going. So I've got about that much left of episode 3. How I've reached that point, I don't know, because I haven't been watching.
Yeah.
It might get better towards the end. Who knows? So I am now on Beck again, from Sweden, and
Right.
actually, it's not bad.
Wow, which is a huge praise, because recently it has sounded like a lot of what you're watching is absolute tripe.
It has been. But this one has got a bit of humor in it. It's got a bit of crime solving. It's nice. It's nice and jolly. And then I'll have a look out then for some more stuff that I have to read all night and keep my eyes open. I'm sure I'll find something somewhere. But yes, all this Scandi Nordic drama is better than bad TV on British TV. So I'm sticking with it.
From Noel, we've got, have you seen any Taskmaster, sis? I hadn't finished the last one. Was that one with Victoria Corin Mitchell in? So I watched a couple of those, didn't I, Mum, when I was last home?
Yeah.
Is that 4OD? And can you download 4OD? I think you can. Cam's now moved to Facebook, our little travelling choo-choo train driver. Ed Smith, have you heard the latest about Snow White, the Seven Dwarfs? 6 out of 7 dwarfs are not happy. Thank you for that, Ed.
Wow.
Lou is saying hi, Cam. Lou was also saying, have you watched The Good Doctor? You watched that, didn't you? Sounds awfully familiar.
I watched The Good Wife.
No, I don't know.
What you're thinking of is The Good Karma Hospital in India.
No, I started to think about it in there was an Australian program I watched about doctors, and it genuinely, each episode felt like it carried on for about 6 hours. Oh, The Good Doctor. There we go. See if I can get that into.
Too light.
I know.
Can't see.
There we go.
Who is it?
I don't know. It looks like a young kid. It looks American. Oh, there we go. Autistic Dr. Sean Murphy. American show. We have done medical dramas in the past, but we do folk. Mum, tell you what we've both watched in this time as well. Silent Witness.
Of course we have.
Thank you for reminding us, Lou, by not mentioning the program at all in any way, but saying medical made me think of crime, which made me think of Silent Witness, which made me say we watched it. So we watched all 6 episodes. Can't go into spoilers because it's still quite new, but the first couple of episodes were not their strongest writing.
No.
Whoever wrote 1 and 2 was not the same that wrote 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Just saying.
And they also expected us to remember the relationship between Amelia Fox, and some guy, probably in series 3. So in 1762, we had to remember the relationship between Amelia Fox and a random guy.
Yeah. Now there's a program that started this week. Obviously, I let it finish before we watch it. It's called Sherwood.
As in the forest?
Yeah, something like that. It's got crime, I think, and drama.
No tights?
Sorry?
No tights.
No. It's modern, up to date.
Oh.
Joanne Foggett is in it, and a Welsh actor, but I can't remember his name. But he's in a lot of stuff.
Is he handsome?
Oh no, he's not that fella Reese or the other one.
Oh,
no,
right.
This one
Okay.
older and more craggy. He wouldn't like that if he heard me saying that.
Brilliant. I'm there. Perfect. I still haven't looked up the show I want you to watch that could be on Amazon or Netflix. It begins with a letter A.
Brilliant.
But we are going to wrap it up there, boys and girls, because in Europe, actually for me, it's 10 to 10. So I will need to start signing off. Ian put as well, in relation to me talking about the podcast differences between starting COVID, etc. Yep. And in January, listen to a podcast. October and November and December eps, just as Omicron was coming, and then Feb's pre-war eps. Maybe he should listen to podcasts. But thank you for that. Thank you for comments, Ian. But it's been a lovely show. I hope, boys and girls, and others, that you can see me okay, because the French signal has been a little ooh la la. But I just want to move on to say thank you to everybody that watched. Yes, ma'am.
What week is this?
4 of 4.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. I get a little confused.
So it'll be in 2 weeks' time will be the next one. So we'll have plenty of time for lots of bonfires.
Yeah.
Really, I hope that there's some parking issues. And with any luck, some kids will have done something in a park.
Well, more likely to happen than not.
Yes.
I would have thought.
Kicked off that then, Lou. Sorry, there we go. Takes a bit to warm to, but both emotional and funny. That's The Good Doctor. Confused must run in the family. Ed, shush. Yes, but thank you everybody so much for watching and tuning in. Obviously, a big thank you to my girls, to Lizzie, Leona, and Amanda, and all of the poddies. Thank you so much. My love goes to you all the time, and congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Reed, and of course a big love you to Noel, and sending all the love to Mary and Ray, to Chris and to Peter, to Elizabeth and Mervyn. Have I forgotten anyone apart from you?
No, I don't think so.
Well, without further ado, I'll pop the song on.
Right.
And it was ready, and because I closed it down,
it's not.
It's not. Thank you. Brilliant. Noel, can you download on 4OD? There's a question. Yes, no? 5 seconds. Fucking adverts. No, I'm not paying for anything. Skip ad.
It's free.
There we go. But yeah, thank you ever so much, everybody. Been a lovely show, and we will see you all very soon. Bye from Ray.
Yes. Very, very much missed. But
yeah,
probably still watching us.
Yep. But yeah, sending love to everybody. If in doubt, ring your family, tell them you love them.
No, can you tell Nola?
Noel doesn't ring us.
Oh,
Love you
okay.
both. Edward
Love you,
says stay
Lizzie.
safe and take care. Bye, everybody.